Red alert. Red alert.
This week's demotivational poster is a little grainy, but it's such a popular notion that it's worth making a video about. It is titled The Universe, with the subtext stating, if we are the reason for it, then God has a problem with excessive packaging. Or in other words, if God created the entire universe to house only the life on Earth, which is a popular Christian belief, then clearly God really didn't need to create such a large universe with so many galaxies and nebulas and black holes and comets and dust and dark matter and all other kinds of things that the cast from Big Bang Theory would be fond of. Yet here we are in this massive universe, like those damn potato chip bags that are 90% air and 10% chip material. There's a reason the whole bag isn't transparent. They don't want you to realize that you're being ripped off until after you've purchased the chips and are in the comfort of your own home, and then upon opening the bag in a fit of starvation, you find yourself face to face with a chipless void of plastic while a dark rage slowly infiltrates into your soul. So yeah, excessive packaging is horrible and not sustainable. Am I saying God is like those corporate jerks that rip you off on the chips you buy? No. But this guy is. The message is that the universe is a big waste of material if we're the only ones in it. After all, its almost unfathomable size does lead one to think that God would have used it for a lot more life than us. Or maybe there is no God at all. But if the mainstream Judeo-Christian position is true, that we Earthlings are the only life in this big old cosmic bubble, then clearly God kinda, overdid it. Now, there are common answers Christians give to this problem. Some are good and some are bad. My favorite bad answer is the whole, God created all of it to show us His glory and power, hallelujah. Which is a good answer if you're already a Christian and preaching to the choir, but not if you're an inquiring skeptic or atheist. It also kind of makes God out to be some kind of show-off, like, hey guys, check out what I can do, oh yeah! God does not suffer from low self-esteem and need to impress us to validate Himself. Our God is rational, and therefore there must be a rational reason why He created such a large and expansive universe. One good rational answer is that the universe was created to provide nighttime navigation for travelers, which the night sky has and does indeed serve us well in providing us with navigational markers for travel at night. But this answer isn't that strong because we can only see a fraction of the universe in the night sky with our naked eye. Most of the universe cannot be seen by the naked eye, and thus we're still left with the excessive packaging problem. But rest assured, my friends, there is indeed a full and satisfying answer to this problem, and all you have to do is know a little cosmology and a dash of physics to discover it. The answer is mass density. The universe has a mass density, which is the cumulative amount of mass within the universe. The stars, star clusters, dark matter, and galaxies are all part of the universe's overall density, and this density is what enables life to exist. How so, you may ask? Well, the universe's mass density falls into a very precise region called critical density. Theoretical physicist Dr. William Dries explains, a universe with a much larger density would have collapsed at an early stage, while a universe with less matter would have been too diluted to allow for the formation of stars. Cosmologist Dr. Hugh Ross agrees, the uniformity, homogeneity, and mass density of the universe all must be precisely as they are for human life to be possible. In other words, if our universe were any more or less dense, our galaxy, solar system, and planet we live on could not exist. Thus, God was not being wasteful at all when He created such an expansive universe with countless stars, nebula, and galaxies. He did it for us so that our existence would be possible. Now, there may be more life out there. Who knows? We may never know. There certainly isn't any proof that there is right now. But that's not the point. The point is that even if Earth is the only home to life in the entire universe, it cannot be considered excessive packaging because the size would need to be just as it is for even one living thing to exist. Think of it like this. If we wanted to make it possible for one human to live in the universe, we'd need a heat-generating sun of the right type and size, with a planet of the right size to provide sufficient gravity to trap enough atmosphere to protect the human from the sun, insulate the planet at night, as well as provide oxygen to breathe, etc., etc. These are just a handful of the many things required for a human to live. But here's the point. It doesn't matter if there was just one human or 1 million humans on Earth. You'd still need the sun and the earth as they are for even one person to live. That's not excessive packaging if anything less would prevent survival. In the same way, the universe is just the right size for life to exist, even if it were just one tiny cell. That is not excessive packaging, that is perfect planning. So the next time someone criticizes the existence of God by pointing out the massive size of the universe, be sure to politely share with them that we only exist because God was kind enough to create so much. Thanks, God.